I love the freedom I feel in solitude, entangled within the luscious greens and golds of Mother Earth herself, towered over by her pine guardians who loom 100 feet above me, where the only noises I hear are birds singing and bees buzzing to the key of life. I most strongly feel her nurturing love, her grounding presence, and healing energies here. I have been learning how to be soft for the first time, how to be open and vulnerable and calm. My journey has been staying present and consistent with my sacred practices of self-love and self-honor, something that is fairly new to me. For me, this looks like getting sunlight and grounding in every day. Nature is so healing, and I try my best to appreciate her every day. Taking care of our chickens in our garden or watching our dogs play make that pretty easy, along with the fact of being surrounded by these marvelous towers of trees. Another way I have been showing up for myself has been writing in my journal every morning as soon as I wake up, just about. I've been discovering this massive clarity that I tend to feel throughout the day when I do show up in the morning and write. It's been about 2.5 months of consistency with this, and I highly recommend this for anyone longing to get back in touch with themselves. It has helped me keep track of my goals and progress, along with staying grounded in blissful truth rather than getting swept away in what-if currents. I am in week 10 of The Artist Way by Julia Cameron, and it truly has been amazing and transformational. Highly recommend it. Another self-care practice I have been really working on now for the past 3 years is my yoga. I first discovered yoga when I was overseas in Thailand. My roommate, who was about to get into her flow, invited me to join her. I remember feeling embarrassed and goofy and also a little shameful for how I looked moving through them. Silly, right? But more importantly, I remember how refreshed and activated I felt coming out of it. I haven't stopped since. I tend to do this 3 to 4 days a week. During my active phases of my moon cycle, I'll sometimes be stepping onto the mat every day. I typically tie in a sound bowl healing session and meditation as well. After my session, I like to treat myself to a savory breakfast. This is an avocado toast with pesto and feta fried egg on top. It is so delicious. I just love eating clean, fresh, and alive foods. Living so far from any restaurants, Jay and I have to cook and bake for ourselves, which has turned into this beautiful space of the day for co-creation and nourishment. Being able to put light and love and energy into our own food really does affect our bodies, mind, and spirit. And I often find ourselves longing for a home-cooked meal during our busy weekends that are filled with shows and takeout because we're usually outside of our cabin. This past season, we got to indulge in the blackberry hedges, and so this is a peach blackberry crisp dessert I like to make to satisfy our sweet tooths.
Look at this masterpiece that he made.
My super green curry.
Oh my god, he did that.
Yep.
And it's so freaking good. I had
Garden fresh zucchinis, nice
stop.
peas, homemade garlic naan.
I know I talk a lot about the practice of grounding, but it truly is a sacred healing practice in our peace cabin, and more specifically, our Zen garden. I haven't worn shoes outside in, honestly, a while, though that is starting to change now that it's getting colder. Not only does it help me feel closer to the land and the fruits and veggies that we're growing, but it also soothes our nervous systems, my nervous system, and reduces inflammation that we might be experiencing in our bodies, whether we notice it or not. Gardening has really helped tune me into the earth and her cycles, and just as importantly, my own body and my own cycles, and learning to honor every single phase, every single season. It has taught me to be patient and to trust in the process. That's a big one. This journey has been leading me to fully embrace my authentic creative capabilities and unique gifts I have to offer, not just to the world, but to myself. Because I have intentionally taken the time for myself first, I have been able to put time into my passions, my drives, and goals from a more solid and consistent point of alignment, rather than spongy, liquefied foundations that only ever left me feeling burnt out and defeated. Because of this seemingly radical approach to adulting, I have been able to progress to and through my goals way quicker than I could have imagined. I have projects lined up to be released. I have abundance flowing to me in all juicy forms. And most importantly, I have true joy and passion within my heart. Because I focused on myself first, I got to build from there. Authentic joy and love, rather than from a place of desperation and lack. So that has been what I have really been learning.
It's so beautiful. Ooh, look at that lighting.
So that has been what I have really been learning and embodying the past few months. I had been in such emotional and mental turmoil for so many years that my self-trust, self-love, and self-confidence completely disappeared. I was living an unconscious life, blind to any real beauty within and without me, smothered in the projections I had been clinging onto for this reason or that. But since making the intentional decision to finally put myself and my needs first, despite pushback, despite opinions of others or expectations of others, I feel like I have truly found the secret to life. How can we possibly show up in the world or our communities or our careers at our full potential if we can't even show up for ourselves in the most basic ways? At the end of the tunnel of worrying, doubting, stressing, self-sabotaging, and limiting believing, I was able to find self-trust. And now, of course, that is a continuous process, but I have started it, and I'm so excited, and I am learning to have faith within myself, faith within my actions, faith within my words, within my choices, my decisions, my lifestyle, my voice, my body. And that is just so amazing and juicy and exciting for me, because a few years ago, I guess I didn't think that something like this would be possible. And now I get to share my journey with you who are listening to this. And these are some of my practices that have been helping me get through that. And my hope is that if any of that resonated with you, that you find your way, your rhythm, and your path towards self-love and self-trust and empowerment and purpose as well. Because we all deserve that. We all deserve to give that to ourselves, because no one else is going to give them to us. No one else is going to give it to us. In fact, there's people and systems out there who want to prevent that awakening, that self-empowerment, but it's too bad, because we're gonna do it anyways. We're awakening anyways. And I hope that this video might inspire you to look at your own life and see where you can show up in a softer, more nurturing, open, loving way for yourself, for you watching this video right here. How can we take better care of you, boo-boo? Because from there, from a very solid point of love and trust and joy, we can share that with others. And the world needs that now more than anything. And as above, so below. If the world needs that more than anything right now, we individually, at our core, to our souls, need that more than ever right now. So give it to yourself. Give it to yourself. That is all I have to say officially. Thank you so much for watching my video and for listening. If you liked it, then please maybe show a little bit of love, subscribe, like, and if you made it this far, comment a way or multiple ways that you show up for yourself daily. Little tiny daily habits that give yourself love. And if you can't think of anything, then I want you to comment something that you've been thinking about that maybe piques your interest. Maybe you haven't tried it yet, but it kind of just keeps popping up and it sounds like it could be cool, but no buts. Comment down below, make it happen, love yourself, be kind, be gentle with yourself, and I will see you soon. Okay? Bye!